Deuteronomy again. I have comments disabled by the Wi-Fi network, so I'm not going to be able to read any comments. Um, yeah, uh, I could switch to data, but not going to do that this time. This time I'm just going to make it quick. Um, let's just read chapter 6. Um, last time we read the briefing of the Ten Commandments and that Moses was the relayer from God to the Israelites. All right, chapter 6. Obey God and prosper. Now, this is the commandment, the statutes, and the judgments which the Lord your God has commanded me to teach you, so that you may do them in the land where you are going over to take possession of it, so that you, your son, and your grandson will fear the Lord your God to keep all his statutes and his commandments, which I command you all the days of your life, and that your days may be prolonged. Now, Israel, you shall listen and be careful to do them, so that it may go well for you, and that you may increase greatly, just as the Lord, the God of your fathers, has promised you. And the land flows with milk and honey. Hear, Israel, the Lord is our God, the Lord is one. And you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your These words which I am commanding you today shall be on your hearts, and you shall repeat them diligently to your sons and speak of them when you sit in your house, when you walk on the road, when you lie down, and when you get up. You shall also tie them as a sign to your hand, and they shall be as frontlets on your forehead. You shall also write them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. Then it shall come about when the Lord your God brings you into the land of he swore to your fathers, to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, to give you great and splendid cities which you did not build, and houses full of all good things which you did not fill, and carved cisterns which you did not carve out, vineyards and olive trees which you did not plant, and you eat and are satisfied. Be careful that you do not forget the Lord who brought you out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of slavery. You shall fear only the Lord your God, and you shall worship him and swear by his name. You shall not follow other gods, any of the gods of the peoples who surround you. For the Lord your God is in the midst of you, who is in the midst of you, is a jealous God. So follow him, or else the anger of the Lord your God will be kindled against you, and he will wipe you off the face of the earth. You shall not put the Lord your God to the test as you tested him in Massa. You shall diligently keep the commandments of the Lord your God, and his provisions and his statutes which he has commanded you. You shall do what is right and good in the sight of the Lord, so that it may go well for you, and you may go in and take possession of the good land which the Lord swore to give your fathers by driving out all your enemies from you, as the Lord has spoken. When your son asks you in time to come, saying, what are the provisions and statutes and judgments in which the Lord our God has commanded you? Then you shall say to your son, we were slaves to Pharaoh in Egypt, but the Lord brought us out of Egypt with a mighty hand. Moreover, the Lord provided great and terrible signs and wonders before our eyes against Egypt, Pharaoh and his household, all his household. He brought us out of there in order to bring us in, to give us the land which he had sworn to our fathers. So the Lord commanded us to follow these statutes, to fear the Lord our God, for our own good always and for our survival as it is today. And it will be righteousness for us if we are careful to follow all this commandment before the Lord our God, just as he commanded us. Word of the Lord. Praise be to God. Um, chapter 6. Um, essentially, you shall follow the Lord with all your heart and not test him and do not idolize and remember him always and what he has done with you. All right? Go in peace and see